Hello, everybody, and welcome to Infinite Growth TV. I'm your host, Professor Econ, Todd Allyn. We are going to talk about today how to recession-proof your mindset. Why do we need to recession-proof our mindset? Because in 2023, I'm predicting that there's going to continue to be a recession, and it's going to get a little bit deeper, a little bit harder. I'm seeing some of that here where I'm located now. For example, orange juice. A liter of orange juice used to be $1.83, and that was about a month ago. Now it is about $2.23. So that is about an 18% increase over the last month and a half. So that is inflation. And so I'm seeing inflation is going to be continuing in 2023. You're going to start seeing a lot of the advantages that people had during the pandemic, any savings that they had, that's going to be eaten up because of the additional costs. And so it's going to be important that we kind of prepare our minds, get our minds in a particular way so that the recession doesn't cause depression, it doesn't cause us to kind of lose our way. And why do I focus on mindset? Because, for those people who are faith-based and they do believe in Yeshua, we know that it's said to have the mind of Christ. But mindset is not something that is being taught or something that is being a deep dive, if you will, to kind of help people to be able to create a mindset that's going to help them to create an elite lifestyle and a high performance mentality. So that's what we're trying to do here on the Infinite Growth channel. So let's go ahead and get started. So what is a recession-proof mindset? Well, a recession-proof mindset is a mindset that is focused on personal growth, adaptability, and resilience. And that is what's going to be needed when we're heading into this recessionary time period, adaptability and resilience. And is able to withstand the challenges and setbacks that may arise during an economic recession. This type of mindset is characterized by a positive attitude and a focus on learning and development and the ability to adapt and stay flexible in the face of change. It's going to be very important that you stay flexible. It's going to be very important that you are up on a lot of the technological changes that have been taking place that are really designed to replace many workers that are in the workforce right now. I did a show a while ago that talked about AI becoming the new middle class, right? And so that middle class workers, middle income workers, I should say, which is more accurate, middle income workers are going to be displaced. And we're going to see more of that happening in 2023. So it's impossible that it behooves us that we focus on learning and development and the ability to adapt and stay flexible in the face of change. It also characterized by mental toughness and ability to bounce back from setbacks or failure. We've got to develop grit. Ultimately, a recession-proof mindset is one that is focused on long-term growth and success rather than being swayed by short-term challenges and setbacks. Why do I say short-term challenges and setbacks? Because a recession is part of the normal business cycle. Many people have been so accustomed to an exploding economy, an economy that has been ripping and roaring, and they're not accustomed to changes that have been taking place. They forget about 2008, 2009, but developing a recession-proof mindset will definitely help people to bounce back from this recession that we're going to be having in 23 and set themselves up, possibly even set themselves up for a brighter and bigger future in 2023. So how do we do that? One, we have to practice gratitude. Take a few minutes each day to write down 3 things that you're grateful for, no matter how small. This could be something as simple as a sunny day or a warm cup of coffee. Research shows that gratitude, developing a gracious attitude or a mindset, practicing gratitude is able to help lift people's spirits, lift people's attitude and their outlook from pessimism to optimism. And that actually helps them to create resilience. It helps them to create creativity as well. so that they can look for the next opportunity. So let's practice gratitude. Also, we have to focus on what we can control. Rather than getting caught up in worrying about the economy or the job security, focus on things that we can control, such as our attitudes, our behaviors. This might involve setting goals for your own personal and professional development. We cannot control what the job does, right? We cannot control what many of the stakeholders look for or look at when they are deciding what the future of the company is going to be. Because again, being a worker, you're really a cog in the wheel to determine which direction, how profitable or how effective that company is. If you're not in sales, you're not directly involved in producing the income, then there may be some challenges ahead. But we got to focus on what we can control. What you can control is your actions, the things that you do, right? You cannot control the actions of others, but you can control what you do, your behaviors that can create opportunities for you in 2023 and beyond. We also have to practice mindfulness. Try a mindfulness meditation or take a few minutes each day to focus on your breath in the present moment. This can help you stay grounded and present rather than getting caught up in worrying about the future. This is also a form of meditation, practicing mindfulness. I also did a presentation on mindfulness or meditation. And it's important that we do this on a day-to-day basis. By practicing these things, we're able to recession-proof our mindset, but we're also to be able to create an elite lifestyle and elite mindset, a high performance mindset by doing these. So take a few minutes each day, take a few minutes and just focusing on your breath, focusing on the sounds that are around you. Look up. Right? How many times do people look up? Well, they might look up if there's a plane that's flying overhead, but when's the last time that you were outside and you just looked up at the stars? When's the last time you looked up at the stars and you were just wondering, about the universe, about the space that you're in? What's interesting is that when we look at the stars at night, or when we look at the planets at night and we see the light reflecting off of it, light travels at a certain distance, at a certain speed. So when you're looking at a distant star and you're looking at the light from a distant star, you're actually looking in the past. You're actually looking in times past. Why? Because it takes that light so long to get to our eyes. And so that's kind of practicing mindfulness. It's just, having that wonder, like when you were a kid, just wondering about life, just wondering about what's taking place and how you're breathing and just being in the moment. It's called the present, right? In the present, as we know, all presents are gifts, right? So next, we can also seek out opportunities for growth. Look for ways to learn and grow even in difficult times. This could involve taking up new challenges at work, seeking out new opportunities for learning and development, or even volunteering in your community. One of the things that we've done here, my wife and I, had a project that we did, is that we created a soccer club called CALUSA. And you can see some of you can go to the website and see the video that we created called CALUSA, Colombia, United States of America. And that was a community project that my wife and I are doing. We volunteered. We're actually trying to raise money to buy materials for the kids. But that is a way for personal growth because we receive a lot of just, how can I say, personal fulfillment by being involved with the community and by being involved with kids. It's an opportunity for personal growth. And even though that we're looking at high inflationary times, as I expressed that, orange juice jumped up 18% in a month and a half. By doing these things, I don't focus on so much on the negative, but we can look to the positive and look how we can create positive energy, positive results in the lives of others. Kings and Dreams, salute. Hey, brother, salute to you as well. Folks, go to visit Kings and Dreams website, his YouTube channel. He has a lot of content. Good brother to follow. Salute to you, Kings and Dreams. Appreciate you being here. And let's take a look at the next slide. So we can also practice acceptance. Okay? Rather than resisting or fighting against difficult circumstances, try to accept them as they are. This doesn't mean that you can't take action to improve your situation, but it does mean letting go of an idea that you can control everything. Now, I know that for many people, including myself, this is very, very challenging. Why? Because I like to be in charge. I like to be in control. Sort of like I was having issues at times being able to get on an airplane. Why? Because I wasn't flying it, right? And so that is, a practice acceptance. I had to accept the fact that, I'm not going to get up in the cockpit. I'm not going to be flying the plane. I had to accept it. But what I can then do is I can improve my attitude. I can do things to kind of quell some of the anxieties that I may have in regard to that situation. Other times when the people say it is what it is, and that's a way of just practicing acceptance. But it doesn't mean that there's not things that you can do, right? It doesn't mean that there are not things that you can do to improve your situation. The first thing to understand is in any situation, the first thing that needs to improve is you, right? Because you're the common denominator in these situations. If you can improve your mindset, if you can improve your outlook, if you can improve your actions and activities, then you're able to weather the storm. And whatever comes, you'll be able to handle it. You create that resilience, you create that grit that allows you to become elite in your mindset and in your performance. So we also need to cultivate resilience and mental toughness. Practical mental resilience by facing challenges and setbacks with determination and perseverance. This might involve setting aside time each day to focus on your goals and staying motivated even in the face of setbacks. This is why I think it's very, very important that we get involved in athletics, we get involved in sports, or we get involved in some sort of a physical activity and training. Why? Because doing that physical fitness every single day, it challenges you, right? We don't want to get up at dark 30 in the morning to get out there and to exercise, right? Some days we might say, oh, it's too cold, it's too hot, I didn't get enough sleep, I'm hungry. There are a lot of things a lot of excuses that we can do. But if we can create that resilience and that mental toughness, and we do the things that we need to do to get fit, to get in shape, and we do those things on a regular, consistent basis, we develop that mental toughness, we develop that grit, we develop that resilience, right? And it can help us to stay motivated. Again, this is why I talk about on my channel, I also talk about physical fitness, jumping rope. And I talk to many people that I collaborate with, shout out to them and call them and say, hey, did you work out, right? Especially for men. Especially for men, we need to do at least 40 push-ups a day. Why? Because research shows that if we can do 40 push-ups a day on a daily basis, it reduces the possibility of cardiac uh, arrest by 90%, right? So, hey guys, get out there, do the push-ups, create that mental toughness and get it done, right? Create that resilience and get it done. And this will also help us in facing other things such as recessions, right? We have to take care of ourselves, right? Make sure you prioritize self-care and maintain a healthy work-life balance. Now, a lot of people have challenges with this concept of work-life balance. I think work-life balance is important, but I like to kind of throw it all together and just say balance, right? Because sometimes your work is going to be, you're going to have to do a lot more work, and other things basically take a back seat. But you have to be able to balance that out. You have to be able to be in the present and understand when some things are taking up more time, and you have less time with the things which are important to you. You have to be in control to be able to make sure that you take care of the things that you're supposed to. This could involve setting aside time for exercise, relaxation, and hobbies, as well as getting enough sleep and eating a healthy diet. These things are very, very important. When we get involved with stress, cortisol levels go up, we start to gain weight, we start to be depressed. A lot of negative things take place, especially in hard financial times. I won't say economic times because economics is a study of choices. So what I'm talking about is the choice to develop a positive mindset or recession-proof mindset, even in hard financial times. You have to take care of yourself. You have to make yourself a priority. Does not mean that you have to be selfish, but you have to be self-centered, right? Be self-centered. Everything that you do in your life revolves around you. You are the center of your universe. It is you, Inc. You have to take care of yourself, right? One of the first things they tell you on an airplane, going back to that analogy, it is in the case of turbulence, or in the case of an emergency, you have to put your mask on first. You got to take care of yourself, okay? Next, you have to seek out supportive relationships. Surround yourself with supportive people who can help you stay motivated and focused on your goals. Consider seeking out a mentor or a coach who can provide guidance and support during this time. It's very, 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 very important that you try not to go through this time or any time alone, right? There's a reason why God sent the Almighty sent the disciples out in twos. There's a reason why many of the animals that came onto the ark were in twos. Why? Because they were supportive. Those were supportive relationships, right? That there's no such thing as 50-50 in any relationship, right? Because sometimes one person is 100, another person might not be. But it's important that each one try to be 100%, 100%. Not 50-50, 100%, 100%. But having a supportive relationship, that person can help you, and that person can recognize if you are down, if you're not at your 100%, that person can help motivate you or lend a helping hand to get you right. And that's important. Develop that, seek out that supportive relationship. I also talking about improving your finances in the upcoming year. One way that you can improve your finances is by seeking out supportive relationships. They get you motivated. They can give you ideas. They can help you if you have a project. They can help you by giving you support, by giving you ideas, and then sometimes they can lend a helping hand. So it's important that you seek those opportunities out. Stay grounded in your values. What does that mean? Keeping your values and priorities in mind and use them as a guide for your actions and decisions. This might involve setting goals that align with your values or seeking out opportunities that are meaningful and fulfilling to you. Many people during hard financial times, they kind of lose themselves and they give the excuses, well, because it's a recession or because the financial situation is changed, right? Stay grounded in your values. Do not change who you are, right? Do not change the core of your essence, of who you are, right? Stay grounded. Recognize that these things are only short term. You don't want to make short term mistakes that have long lasting impacts, right? Stay focused, stay grounded in your values, right? And so practice stoic mindfulness exercises. Okay, so what does that mean? There are many mindfulness exercises, such as the view from above exercise, which involves imagining a bird's eye view of your life and the world around you. Other examples might include practicing gratitude, focusing on the present moment, accepting things as they are. These exercises can help you cultivate a sense of perspective and acceptance, which can be especially helpful during a recession. Why did I choose Stoic mindfulness? Well, the idea of Stoic mindfulness is that you're basically in the present, that you're not too far ahead, or you're not focusing on the past. One thing that I tell my wife a lot is that yesterday is gone. Yesterday is gone, and tomorrow does not exist. We only have the present. And so by focusing on the present, it can help you to develop that grit, can help you to develop that resiliency. It can help you um, to prepare, even prepare for the future. Why? Because you're grounded in the here and now and focusing on what your actions and activities are doing now. You can focus on reading that book today. You can focus on writing that letter today. You can focus on learning that language today. You can focus on many different things that if you do them today, it will help you to have a better future and a better tomorrow. So those are just some ideas that you can do to help you to create a recession-proof mindset. And doing these things will not only help create a recession-proof mindset for you, it will help you to create an elite mindset and a high-performance mindset. Um, this is the kind of thing that that helped me to write my new book that's coming out soon, called The 28 Laws for an Elite Lifestyle, right? Focusing on mindset, focusing um, on the present, in the present, focusing on the things that I can control and not worrying about things that I cannot control. And one thing that I cannot control ever is the mind, or the actions and activities of another person. I may be able to influence them, but I cannot control them. And that's one of the keys to developing an elite mindset and high performance mentality, is to accept those things that you can control, right? And focus on those things and have grit and resilience and intention to focus on those things which you can control in the here and now. Don't put it off till tomorrow. Do the things that you can do today. And speaking of that, one of the things that you guys can do today is that you can visit my stand store at Infinite Growth Academy. There you will be able to find books, the latest books that I have written that are there for sale. Also, if you'd like to set up a mindset coaching, you can do that there. If you want to do one-on-one, if you want to do group, you can sign up there for your free consult so that we can talk about what your needs are and to see if I can help you to get to your particular goals. If you'd like to support this channel, please use the Cash App, $Todd Allyn 01. Any amount that you would donate is greatly, greatly appreciated. Much of the donations that I receive go to help CALUSA in buying materials for the kids. And again, that is one of the community projects that we do. Also, if you're looking to do some networking, go to the infinitegrowthacademy.com, and there will find a networking group you can join. It's for free, and many people are trying to develop this particular community so that we can all be in one mindset and help one another grow and to create a lifestyle, to create a community of elite mindset and high performance. So I wanted to put that out there, and thank you all so much for being here in Infinite Growth TV. We're talking about recession-proof mindset winning in 2023. Remember, we are what we continually do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. And we cannot choose the family that we're born into, but we can choose the type of legacy that we're going to leave for our loved ones when we are no longer here. Thank you for being with us today. Peace and success.